What's going on, everyone? My name is VinnieBB and welcome back to some CS2. And today's video is going to be a little bit different because I got a comment a day ago asking if I could show my video settings in game. Obviously, yes, I will show my video settings, but I'm going to go above and beyond. I'm going to show you every setting that I use in CS2, as well as if you are a streamer or like someone who wants to record for YouTube, I will show you all my streaming and recording settings as well. Side note, I am no tech expert. This all comes down to what hardware you have in your PC. I will show you like what I have in my PC over here on the side, just so you can like compare and contrast. I'll be honest, like these feel comfortable to me. Like even like the streaming and recording and the game settings, all those feel very comfortable for me. Everything feels smooth. So work around it, maybe lower some settings. But once again, I am no expert on like different hardware, on how like your game is supposed to be and streaming and recording is supposed to be. So just take this with a grain of salt. And without further ado, let's get right into my CS2 game settings first. So if you actually notice from my smoke videos, I'm playing on 1920 by 1080, which is the native res. In reality, I actually play on 1280 by 960 4:3 full screen windowed. I actually play this ever since like 2019. I think I made the switch over, and I've played it ever since. I just only record on 1920 by 1080 only because it looks good. And display mode, I have it on full screen windowed because I like tabbing out a lot in game. Like a majority of people would have this at full screen. I would have it at full screen. For me, I use full screen windowed. I tab out a lot, you know, go do other things when I'm streaming mostly. Side note for my NVIDIA users that want to know how to switch from like your native res to like a stretch res, what you're going to do is come over here, you're going to type in NVIDIA control panel, and this will pop up. You're going to go to change resolution and go to whatever monitor you're using. And now you're going to find underneath where it says PC, do not click anything that says 1080p, Ultra HD, don't click any of these. Go to where it says PC, and then you're going to switch it from 1280 to 960. Make sure it's on your monitor refresh rate. Mine's at 240 Hertz. You're going to click it and you're going to apply, and now your screen will be entirely stretched out. Moving on to advanced video, this is what I use for my advanced video. Everything feels so smooth. It kind of feels like CSGO in CS2 with these settings right here. Like I said, if you have a lower end PC like I do, you might have to turn some of this stuff down. Personally, this is all perfect for me. I get a constant 240 FPS. I cap my FPS in game. These settings all right here just feel comfortable to me. Moving on to the audio tab, I mean, to be fair, I mean, this is all up to you. You don't have to completely copy this. This is what I use. I mean, master volume, anybody can have this at a different setting. I have it at 50%, it's perfect for me. Music, however, you could change. I have everything turned down except the death camera volume. For the game settings, it's all personal preference once again. I have matchmaking ping up to 120, console on, HUD skill turned down, and green. I personally have used green forever. Team, you can obviously use these if you want. Obviously, personal preference again. Mute enemy team, mute all friends are on. That is for my special case. You do not need these on. You could turn these off. I hide everyone's avatar except my friends. Basically, their picture up the top. Sometimes I get really bad pictures. You know, I get the worst players with the worst profile pictures that I can't really show when I'm streaming on Twitch. So that's why I turn it off. You don't need it off. Spectator scoreboard, blah, blah, blah. Item, you could turn these on if you want. Personally, these feel very comfortable to me. I'm not going to go over every single one of them. Radar and tablet, this is what I have as my mini map on my top left of my screen. This is what I have at these settings. For my crosshair, I actually use a small like dark blue like plus sign. And in my smoke videos, I use like a bigger crosshair so you guys can see where I'm lining up. But when I'm streaming, I usually use this one. I'll have it linked in the description down below if you want to use it yourself. Also, dark blue is easier to see in majority of the maps as well. Keyboard and mouse, obviously, this is personal preference as well. I'm just going to scroll through it a little bit. If anybody was wondering, I play on 400 DPI, 1.33 sensitivity, and 0.7 zoom sensitivity multiplier. And then here's everything else. I don't have anything bound to like the console, like a jump throw keybind or all that stuff. I just use everything all natural. You could switch out here. You could pause the video wherever you like. I use these settings. My settings are a little bit weird. And that's about it for the key settings. Next up, I will be showing you all my OBS settings on what I use to like stream CS2 on Twitch and to record CS2 for YouTube. Side note, not a tech expert. I don't know what majority of the stuff is in OBS. Personally, I got this from another CS2 streamer and YouTuber named Franz J. If you don't know him, you should know him. So if you have a lower end PC from what I have, you got to work around this. There are like a bunch of OBS videos with smarter people that know what they're talking about, and it also bases on your internet too. I have really good internet, so my bitrate might be different from your bitrate and all that stuff, but I'm just gonna go through everything I have on here. I use the latest version of OBS, and I'm gonna show you everything that I have, and like I said, just work around it if you have a lower end PC from what I have. Starting off in the general tab, I don't really change much in this. You could change the theme if you want, but personally, I'm more comfortable with all this. I don't look at the rest of the stuff in general because I don't really use it, But if you want to make sure that everything's checked and non-checked, that's perfectly fine by you. Moving on to the streaming tab, obviously I stream on Twitch. I stream to the server of Chicago. There's like multiple Chicago ones, but it depends on what mood the Chicago servers are in. And I have my Twitch connected, so if I press disconnect account, it'll disconnect me from my Twitch, which I also have Twitch chat add-ons if you want. You don't really need to have this. Starting with my streaming output. For the audio track, you do not have to worry about that. Twitch VOD track, do not worry about that as well. That is a completely separate thing for me and listening to music on stream. Now for the audio encoder, I heard the best one is FFmpeg AAC. And the video encoder, I have an NVIDIA card, so NVIDIA NVENC H.264. No rescale output, 1920 by 1080. I don't know why. This just works perfectly for me. Everything looks crystal clear and sharp when I stream it. Encoder settings, I use VBR, max bitrate. This is the max bitrate as a Twitch affiliate that I can use. So the max bitrate I can go with 6,000. This might be different from your guys' internet. You just have to run some speed tests, you know, calculate it. Like I said, videos out there on how to do that. Personally, I'm no tech wizard, Andy, a big brain person, so please take this with a grain of salt. Keyframe interval, I have it 0, preset, slowest, best quality, tuning high quality, multi-pass mode, single pass, profile high, and everything as you can see here. I don't know why this just works for me. This is like the common OBS settings that I use, and majority of the OBS videos you see will have a lot of these like this unchecked, this checked, 0 and 2. Don't know why. They're smarter than I am, but that's what I use, and I don't lag on stream at all. This is perfect for me, even if I'm playing like any other higher up game as well, like with a lot of graphics. Now moving on to recording settings, you might notice that these are the same as the streaming ones. Either way, it looks crystal clear, sharp, and I'm gonna still go over it anyways. The recording path, this is where you want your videos to go. I don't know why, out of all like my years of having this PC, my name is VINNI and it's missing my E. So I have no idea why this is a thing, but that goes to my path for my videos. Recording format is MPEG -4, MP4, obviously. MP4 is like the nicest thing you can ever have. Video encoder, obviously, NVIDIA card, NVIDIA NVENC H.264. Audio encoder, same thing. Audio track 1, rescale output, nothing. Custom muxer settings, I have no idea what that is. I don't have that turned on. And automatic file splitting, nope, I don't have that turned on as well. Now for my encoder settings, they're mostly the same as my Twitch settings. Everything down here is all the same. I have ultra low latency for tuning this time. I have 50,000 bit rate and I use CBR. Personally, it looks great for me and it's worked on my past YouTube videos. They look really good and that's all I've used for the past couple months now. Audio, I don't use anything. This is for different audio tracks if you want to use it. And replay buffer, I have this on and it'll clip the last 40 seconds of what just happened. And I have a hotkey for that. I'll get that to the hotkeys, but I do have this on and you can change this however time you want for seconds on the past replay after you clipped it. My audio settings, sample rate 48 kHz, channel stereo. Now, don't worry about my desktop audio. I have this for like splitting audio from like my Spotify to my Twitch. That's a completely different thing. So my desktop audio, I use a voice meter, blah, blah, blah. I use this, the voice meter banana. I'm not gonna go over all that. I'm just trying to get what I have, what's perfect for me. You know, my mic, obviously my mic, everything else down here, you know, that's fair game for you. This is just what I have. I think it's majority default. Video settings, very important. I have everything, bass and output, canvas and scaled. 1920 by 1080, looks beautiful on stream, looks beautiful when recording. Downscale filter, resolutions match, no downscaling, and FPS value 60. Now for the hotkeys, I use screenshot for page up. Say if I want to screenshot something on my OBS like right now, I can just press page up. And replay buffer, if I want to save like a clip in OBS, I can just hit, I think that's backslash. I'm pretty sure that's yeah, it's backslash, not forward slash. Other than that, you could pick whatever hotkeys you want for anything. I have a lot of stuff in here, so that's the only two hotkeys I really need. Accessibility, default as always. And for advanced, I think the only thing I changed was the color range has to be full and process priority is high. And that's all the OBS settings I have. Now I'm gonna show you how to put your CS2 like on the screen. Don't be alarmed by all the vignettes on the screen. But the one way I show CS2 on my stream and on my recording is I actually use display capture and I display whatever monitor it is on. Now, game capture used to work in CSGO. You would have to put something in the launch options about allow third-party software or something like that so you can use game capture. There isn't one like that in CS2, so I only use display capture. I don't know if a capture card does work on CS2. If it does, then let's go. I don't use a capture card, so I only use display capture to capture my CS2. Just be warned. Anytime you like pull up like a shift tab and you want to open stuff or want to open cases, be sure you are very careful about whatever you're opening because everyone can see it. And make sure, like if you're buying keys or something like that off the Steam market, hide your screen. Make sure you do that because you don't want to leak your information. I've done that twice. Thank God no one was watching. But I just want to let you know, be warned that once you put on display capture, it's fair game. Anybody can see what's ever going on your screen, so make sure you hide it. So once you get your stretched res turned on and you open the game, and you notice on OBS there's a bunch of black space here, well, I'm going to show you how to fix that. You're going to come back to this display capture you just made, and all you're going to do is hold shift, pull the corner, and it'll reach the entire corner of the screen so the whole screen is filled. And once we look at their game, when we move our OBS, our game is now fully stretched. And that's all I have for my CS2 game settings, all my OBS settings I use to stream and record, all my CS2 stuff. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm no tech wizard. I wish I could explain more things in detail, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is like a mini update on what I use, so work around it, or if you want to use whatever I use, hey, go right ahead. And I do appreciate y'all watching. We're closing on 1,000 subscribers. I want to thank you all so much for like the support as of this last month. I've been grinding this YouTube stuff like crazy, and hopefully these settings helped you. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos, and stop by the Twitch. Link is also in the description down below. I give away skins every night. Until next time, boys and girls, thank you all for watching, and I'll have a new video up for you guys very soon. Peace!